All right, this is a very exciting morning for a lot of WWE fans. Wade Barrett is in studio with us, getting ready for tonight at the Blue Cross Arena. And by the way, what they're doing tonight, you can watch it 2 Fridays from now when it airs. But Wade is
Wade is a fantastic guy. Wade, you came in here. You're all dressed up, and you know, we almost didn't recognize you for a moment, except that you're 6'6" and you know, huge. You're in town tonight, and you know, your fans, of course, are just crazy. They're crazy about you. Who is your, like, what's your persona like?
To be honest with you, I personally don't have too many fans. I'm kind of seen as the bad guy more than anything. So I'm the guy that people generally like to come along and boo and give me some sticks. So it's everybody else. You know, I love being booed. I love the notoriety I get from the crazy stuff we do out there. So no, I'm not offended at all by it. It's part of the show. It's something we enjoy.
But Norma, see,
he doesn't know his own strength. This guy's.
My first wrestling was 1986. I went to WWF at the Richfield Coliseum outside Cleveland, which has been since, I think, torn down. But
I grew up with the likes of, you know, Hulk Hogan and Ira the Giant and all those guys.
I saw Roddy Piper take on Macho Man. But wait, you talk about being a villain, but at the same time, that can change, right? I mean, characters, different things can happen in the storylines, and you may end up being...
You could save a kitten from a tree, and then all of a sudden you're a nice guy.
I'm not a great tree climber, but yeah, definitely things can change very quickly. I mean, our storylines and the stuff you see on TV is very much driven by our audiences, and sometimes for whatever reason, the audience will attach themselves to a character and decide, you know what, we're not going to boo him anymore, we're going to cheer for him, and then and things might change very quickly.
You come out, you got this...
Norma, you're about to see the Barrett Barrage. How do you say it, Wade?
That's
Barrage?
Right, Barrage.
Barrage. You know, it's not often that you meet a British wrestler either. I don't know too many British wrestlers. Perhaps I live in a cave, though. Maybe there are more.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be popular. It used to be pretty popular in the UK in the 60s and 70s.
I mean, like these, you know, like wrestlers like you, though.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of died out in the UK for a little while, and the American scene kind of took off and became huge in the 80s, and that's where, when I grew up, and I became a huge fan of the guys you mentioned, the Andre the Giants, the Roddy Pipers, Macho Mans.
That's what we used to watch.
There was a guy, the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith.
Oh, love the British Bulldog.
My personal hero. He grew up just down the road from where I was from.
Foundation of British Bulldogs.
Yeah, absolutely.
So your persona is being the villain, you know. But when you start speaking, you're so proper in the way that you speak. How do you know, act like a gentleman, the English gentleman that you are, but at the same time, you know, you're this big tough guy in the ring who's going to take people out.
You know, sometimes when you speak eloquently, that makes people hate you even more. Especially you have an English accent, you see in Hollywood, the English bad guy and all that. So it kind of helps me sometimes.
Now, I want to ask some serious questions. I mean, because you guys, you have to be in incredible shape to be able to do what you do, and to do it without, I mean, have you suffered injury? I mean, most wrestlers have some injuries throughout their career.
Yeah, actually, earlier this year, I was out for about 6 months. I snapped my arm. Another wrestler landed on it, and it kind of snapped back the wrong way. So that was a pretty nasty injury. I've got a 12-inch scar up my back from where I tore a muscle, and they had to reattach that. I was out for 9 months previously. So yeah, it's a very dangerous game, although what we're doing is entertainment. We always tell people don't try this at home, especially the parents that are out there. You know, if you see your kids playing around, it's...
and the kids love to, you know...
They love to do what they see on TV, but, you know, you need to make sure, look, it's very dangerous. Although we get up every time, well, not every time, but most of the time we get up and we walk away fine. We're highly trained. We're effectively stunt people in a way. So, you know, you need to make sure kids at home, they aren't doing this stuff.
Did you play any other sports when you were growing up? I mean, did you play basketball? I mean, did they play basketball in England? I don't know.
Yeah,
what did you do?
Basketball
Rugby or
football?
I did a bit of rugby,
proper football.
But yeah, soccer, as you like to call it. I was a very, very big soccer player, a very tall soccer player, and the older I got, the bigger I got, the slower I got, and then I realized I can't play soccer anymore, and I need to find something else. So then wrestling came along.
Wrestling came along, and it was perfect.
I was kind of the perfect fit.
Oh, I'm so stoked.
We got 1 minute left. He's going to be at Blue Cross Arena tonight. What's it like for you meeting your fans because they love you? I mean, look, I know that they love to hate you,
but they love you.
But they do it because it is so much fun. What's it like meeting people?
Oh, it's great meeting people. I mean, like I say, what we do is try and entertain people, and I think people get that when I'm in the ring and when I'm on camera, I'm a different person to what I might be when they meet me. So it's always great meeting the fans here. And
you look like an extra from the movie 300.
Yeah, I've been told that before since I've grown the beard. Actually,
totally could have played a Spartan.
Maybe.
Stop flirting, Norma.
Could you say? Slow down.
You're not going to get a Barrett.
Could you say this is Sparta?
This is Spartan.
Oh, I love it. Wade, so nice to meet you.
Thank you very much for having us on.
Cheers, Wade. Thank you.
Thank you.
Blue Cross Arena tonight. You're going to watch it 2 Fridays from now. Local headlines.